Hello everyone, welcome to Top Stitches. Today we are going to be learning how to cut and sew a princess dart gown with a camisole hand, like a singlet hand, right? Alright, this dress is actually an inner for an outer dress. This is it right here on our screen. So if this is what you are looking to learn, please stick around. Alright, so this is the material I'm going to be needing. It's not stretchy at all, so I'll just keep this aside so that we'll get started. I have some lines already drawn out. I'll go in now and label those lines. 9 inches is my chest line, 10 inches my bust line, 14 inches my under bust. Then the next measurement is 17 inches my waistline, 25 inches my hip line, and then the full length of the dress. So the next thing I'm going to be imputing now is half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. So I'll take it all the way down and use a straight line and connect it. So do that for yours. So the next thing now is to tighten my under bust. For the part going towards the side, I'm going to be using 1.5 inch. The part going towards the center, I'm using half inch. Then on the bust line, I came down by 0.5 inch. So I'll connect it like so. The 0.5 inch I came down is so that it is not sharp at that edge. So connect like you can see me doing now. And after this, on the hip line, I'll be coming up by 2 inches. That is what you can see me doing now, and that will be where my dart is going to be stopping. So connect the 2 dart legs that we have to that point. So connect it like this. Alright, so the next thing now is to work on the shoulder and my neck line. So for the neckline, I want the depth to be 6.5 inches. That is what you can see me marking now. So for my normal shoulder measurement is 7.5 inches when I divide it by 2, right? So but for this hand, I'm going to be needing just 5 inches so that it's sitting somewhere between the tip of my shoulder and my neck width. So I'm marking 5 inches. That is what you can see me marking and drawing a straight line across. So for where I want the hand to start, that is 5 inches. You know, the singlet hand, right? That is 5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and connect a sort of princess dart armhole line to my bust point. So that is what you can see me doing now. So connect it like this, and from that part I'll connect it to my neck depth. So I'm going to use my pencil, and if I like what I have, I'll go ahead and connect with my marker. So this is it right here. So after this now, I'll bear in mind these 5 inches that I have here. It will come in handy later. So the next thing now is to impute my bust measurement divided by 4. So that is what you can see me doing now, and from that my 5 inches, I'll connect it to form my armhole. So once again, I'm using my pencil before I'll come in with my marker. So this is it right here. So I'll go ahead and impute my sewing allowance of 1 inch. Since I'm not going to be turning with lining, 1 inch is okay. So for the under bust, I'm moving my tape rule from one dart leg to the other, excluding the dart, and I'm imputing my circumference measurement divided by 4. So I'll do that also for the waistline. Move my tape rule from one dart leg to the other and mark my circumference measurement divided by 4. So I'll do that on my hip line also. My hip measurement divided by 4, I'll impute it there. So whatever I have there on that line, I will go in and impute it on the hem. So this is me adding the necessary allowance that I need and then connecting all the dots. So go ahead and do yours. Add your allowance and connect like you can see me doing now. Then go ahead and cut it out. So this is it after cutting out. I just cut through my straight dart leg, the 4 inches. So at this point I realized I need to use this pattern for both the front and the back. So I'll go in now and effect my darts, my back darts. So for the back dart, I'm just using my regular waist darts. So on that waistline I came in by 0.5 inches. That is what I did there, and I'm connecting it to where my dart stopped and where it started upwards. So the curved deep line will be my front bodies, and the shallow one of 0.5 inch will be my back. So I also do same on the center front and connect like you can see me doing. So while cutting now, I'll be cutting for those sides, right? I'll be cutting the back first so that I'll be able to remove the dart. Then I'll go in and use the same pattern to cut the front. Then for the center, I'll be cutting the front first, and then I'll go in and use the same pattern and cut the back. So this is it. Now I have cut the back for the sides, and for the center I have the front. I have it on fold, and I just added my necessary allowance. Remember to notch all the vertical points, very important. Notch all the vertical points on the fabric. Alright, so this is it after cutting both the front and the back. So the front has the part that will cup the bust, right? That is what you can see now, but for the back it's just straight, right? So this is it. I'll go in now and pin, aligning all my notched points. So do that for yours. Align all the notch points so that everything is done accurately. So I'll just go ahead and do all that, then take it to my machine and sew with the allowance that I added. So I'm going to be doing for both the front and the back. Pin, aligning the notch points. So just take your time while doing that so that you don't make a mistake. So do that and pin. So I'll go and stitch it down now and I'll come back. So this is it after I'm done stitching for both the front and the back. See, the front have the curve to cup the bust. So this is it. All right, now so I have this long strip of fabric. It's about 1 inch in width, and the length is just as long as I will need for now. So I will go and use it and tidy up my neckline. So I'll just do that, come back and show us. Then we will learn how I did that when I am closing up the armhole. So I'll just go and do that, and I'll explain better when I am tidying the armhole. So I have done that now, and it is time to tidy the armhole. I'll explain better now. I'll come in with this long strip of fabric that I have here. So I'll start from one armhole, placing the right side of the stripe against the wrong side of the main bodice, right? So that is what you can see me doing now. I will go and sew. Place the right side against the wrong side of the armhole, and I will align it and pin it at where it stops. You know, the 5 inches I asked us to keep in mind, I'll put it in effect here. That is the part that will be going round my shoulder from the front to the back. So that is what you can see me marking now. That's in total is 10 inches. So I'll come in with the back, placing the right sides facing the right sides, you know, so that the armholes are properly aligned, and I will continue pinning the right side of the long stripe of fabric facing the wrong side of the fabric. So this is it here, and when I get to the part that doesn't have fabric, I'll just fold it in and stitch down. So this is it right here. You see the part that doesn't have the main bodies, just the hand, I stitched it down so that it is easier for me to work with. So now I will go in again now and fold towards the front, the right side of the fabric, right? So watch what I am doing. I am not turning. I'm using the fabric that I have there as a guide to just cover it up. The fabric that I have sewn out on the inside, I am going to be using it as my guide to fold and then stitch. It's just like turning with a bias. If you have a bias at this point and you would like to use it, it's a good option. So this is what I have after sewing. This is it on the wrong side, and then on the right side I'll be having the folding that I did. So this is it. I will go in and repeat the same process on the other armhole. So place the right side against the wrong side of the fabric and align it properly until you get to the tip. So pin it down and then get your 10 inches, 5 inches for the front and then 5 inches for the back. So this is it. So after you are done, place it so that the wrong side, the right side will be facing the wrong side of the fabric, and then you continue pinning on the armhole. So continue pinning like so. So pin and then go and sew. So go and sew it. I think I used about 0.25 inches to sew because I didn't add any allowance. So after sewing and tidying up, this is what I have. So now the next thing is to fix my zipper, shape my dress. Remember to leave some allowance down, some inches down for the slit since it's a fitted gown, and that will be all. If you have not subscribed at this point, please do that. Like and share my videos. Also turn on your post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified each time I post a new video. This is it right here. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.